Right, today I'm going to show you this little beauty here, which is the iPhone 16e. Now, to figure out where this fits into the iPhone family is a little bit complicated because Apple doesn't really talk much about the iPhone SE, which was the previous sort of entry level iPhone, if you like, when they're talking about the iPhone 16e. And the reason is because it really doesn't have that much in common other than a lower price with the previous SE models. So they were the ones that had quite a small screen, big sort of letterbox either end of it, and there was still a home button that you used at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, it looks quite old-fashioned compared to all the other iPhones now. And so, yeah, although this is $400 cheaper than your base model iPhone 16, it is still part of the iPhone 16 family. Yeah, they're not just saying that. Let's look at a whole lot of the features. So I've got a base model iPhone 16 here, and as you can see, they're pretty much exactly the same size. So that's a 6.1 inch display, beautiful liquid retina display there, ceramic shield on the glass, so it's going to be durable, aerospace grade aluminium, only comes in white or black. But you know that should keep most people happy. And inside we've got the A18 chip, which is basically the same chip that's in all the other iPhone 16s as well. They do tweak them a little bit with the graphics capabilities and things like but yeah, I can't notice much difference when I'm using it. In fact, I've been very impressed using this phone, and it does really make me question why you would spend $400 extra to move up into the rest of the iPhone 16 family, other than photography. So yes, as you can see, there's just a single lens on the camera there. They do call this their fusion camera. So it still takes great photos, but there are limitations. So there's no ultra wide shooting, say for those big landscape shots. And you will get a 2x optical zoom from that lens, and you can zoom in even further. I've put a demo shot into the written review to give you an example of that, and it does a pretty good job. And also in various lighting conditions, yeah, it does really well. And the video, it still looks amazing as well. So yeah, it's only if you're fussy about your photos, then you're definitely going to want to pay that extra money. If it's not the end of the world, the photos that you get from this single lens camera, believe me. The camera app does look a little bit different. It doesn't have that automatic focus button icon on the lens that you'll get from the other iPhone 16 cameras, but it will still take portrait shots. If you're confused by what any of that means, then you're probably not as into the camera functions as some people are, and this phone will do you just fine. Fantastic battery life. You'll absolutely whiz through a day with no worries whatsoever with the battery life in this. I've been really impressed. One other little limitation is there's no MagSafe on this phone. So if I can just demonstrate with the base model iPhone 16 here again, we've got if you have an accessory like this, that just magnets onto the back, and so that can be used for chargers, and you've seen those people with MagSafe wallets and things like that as well. Have I got one in here? Oh yes, here we go. Yep, so that'll just stick to the back like that. So unfortunately, one of the payoffs you'll make by saving a bit of money on the iPhone 16e is, and then you've lost your wallet. So there are some third-party accessory makers who have a case that has the MagSafe ring in it, so you can still use those sort of stick-on accessories like that. But a MagSafe charger will still charge this. It just won't magnet to it. So you still get wireless charging. It's really, I think it's really, really good buying. And, you know, the genuine Apple accessories, you know, they're still just as nice as you get on, you know, all the other phones as well. Yeah, I've been playing with this phone for a little while here. Just one little thing you will notice. If I hold them both up and turn on the screens on both of the... it's hard to make both screens come up. There we go. So the iPhone 16, it's got the dynamic island at the top. Here we've gone back to the notch on this phone. I don't know how... If you love a dynamic island... If you've never had a dynamic island and you don't know what a dynamic island is, then you won't miss that either. So anyway, let's prove to you just how good the video is, and let's take you inside the iPhone 16e, and I think this should prove to you once and for all what good buying it is. So here we go, taking you inside now. Okay, so here we are inside the 12 megapixel true depth camera. So this isn't even the 48 megapixel camera that's on the back of the camera. And you'll see that, you know, you're getting that same crisp, clear, brightly lit video that you're used to on you know, any iPhone. So yeah, I don't think that you're really missing out on that much at all. Like I say, if you're very fussy and you want all those extra cool camera tweaks that the iPhone 16 and the iPhone 16 Pro offer, then, you know, you'll have to pay out a few more bucks for it. But, you know, I'm looking all right, aren't I? Oh, actually, I've just remembered one more thing about this phone that I haven't shown you yet. Here we go, back outside again. Okay, thanks for reminding me. There is one more thing that we need to have a little look at, and if we just look on the side there, you'll see even with this genuine iPhone case, there's 3 buttons on there, just like on all the rest of the iPhone 16s, and that means that you've got an action button, which in my case, I have set up for Ford Pass, which is the app that I use to unlock my car and even start it. So I love that app because it means that I can open that on my way out of the supermarket with all my shopping. I can start the car up before I get to it, and it's already started cooling itself down. So I'm putting those frozens into a nice, cool car. But yeah, that action button, as we've discussed in other iPhone reviews, that can be assigned to any number of things. You can open the camera app, you can, you know, turn on your favorite light, set your podcast going, your favorite playlist. Yeah, there's any number of things that, and a growing list of things that action button can do. So, yeah, like I say, it is a genuine member of the iPhone 16 family, except it's going to start at $1,199, which is $400 cheaper than the cheapest iPhone 16.